Hi everyone, I just want to introduce you to some new instruments that I've been busy working on in the background. And so there are 4 different ENT micro instruments designed to remove earwax and foreign bodies from the ear. And this is instrument number 1. It's a straight double-ended ear hook and ear curette. So it saves you having to use a separate ear hook and an ear curette during the same procedure. Instead, all you have to do is rotate the instrument 180 degrees to have access to both. On top of that, there are a few differences in relation to the design and geometry of the ear hook and the ear curette. I'm just going to show you that. So with the ear hook, what I've done is I've tapered the tip. I don't know if you can see that on screen. And the reason for that taper is twofold. It allows me to glide in between really compressed wax against the canal wall. But in addition, if I want to penetrate into the core of some really hardened wax, that tapered tip allows me to do so. Now, similarly, the ear curette, it's also tapered. Sorry if it's a bit greasy. I've been using it quite a lot in the mannequin and some fake wax in here before. But the tip of the ear curette is narrower than the base. And in addition, it's got a slight curvature, and I'll try and see if I can show you that. So I'm pushing it up against the canal wall. And if I do it at the base, it might even be more visible. But there is just the slightest curvature to resemble. I think that's probably a good angle. The curvature of the ear canal. And again, that tapered tips allows me to get in and behind really compressed wax up against the canal walls. And the curvature also helps to minimize any friction and therefore discomfort for the patient. And you can, as you see, slowly move it away. And you can actually, if you wish, turn it the other way. The tip there, you can actually use that to bring down wax. You can latch onto it almost if you wish. So you can use it in many different ways. So that's the straight ear hook and ear curette. We've also got the ear curette and the ear hook in what I call the bent versions. So we've got a 30-degree bend here. And the reason for that is sometimes with the straight instruments, it's hard to maintain a brace. In addition, quite often with the straight instruments, you may be going across your line of sight, especially if you're using a microscope or loops. So with the bent version, it's much easier for you to maintain your safety brace. So I've got my finger there. And if I want to remove wax from the superior canal wall, I can hold it in this angle and also from the anterior canal wall. But then if the wax is on the floor of the ear canal, or I want to glide the instrument on the floor of the ear canal, just rotate the instrument 180 degrees. So into the posterior part of the canal wall. So you've got full 360-degree range with this, whilst always maintaining a safety brace. And also by ensuring your line of sight, the optical axis is not hindered, which sometimes can happen with a straight instrument. Similarly, we've also developed a bent version of a new instrument that I've developed called an ear pick. And it's just a tapered pick here, and it's the same geometry as the ear hook actually. But this allows me to really kind of delve a bit deep into the ear canal, but more importantly if you've got really compressed earwax, it's the orientation and the angulation of this really allows me to get all the way around the wax plugs. So I think this would be great for really impacted skin plugs like keratosis obturans, or of course impacted wax, which is really difficult to separate from the canal wall. So you can imagine if you've got a lot of skin adhesions here, this would be really good to separate. And again, with the 30-degree bend, if I want to remove or leverage the ear pick on the superior canal wall, I would use that angulation. If it's from the front part, the anterior canal wall, I'll go in that direction. And then if I want to go to the floor of the ear canal, we'd go there. And once more, you can see that I've got my safety brace. So the little curvature at the end are in reverse order on either end of the instrument. So again, allows you 360 movement into the ear. Last but not least, again, we've got the ear hook in the bent version once more. So you can see how it's just tapered there. So if I want to go to the roof of the ear canal, I rotate. If I want to remove wax from the posterior canal wall, I glide in that way and rotate. And similarly, if I want to remove wax from the floor of the ear canal, rotate. And if it's to the front part of the ear canal. And throughout all this process, I've always had my safety brace maintained. Well, I hope you like that demonstration, guys. I will be uploading some still images of the instrument soon, and they will be available in the next month or so. So if you are interested and you want to be added to our mailing list, please email info@clearwax.co.uk. Thank you.